right.
Hey guys.
Hey, now.
Hey.
New Year's Eve show.
Yeah. Back in there like swimwear.
Right.
So I guess, we'll start with some recently watched. I think Dirk said he's got some good ones.
Oh, shit. I don't know about good, but,
That's true. You never know.
well, yeah. I'll start with this. It's going to be pretty brief. So this is 3 films from Carlos Enrique Taboada from the Vinegar Syndrome set. It's Poison for the Fairies.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be good. It's like a little girl. She's obsessed and trying to be a witch. She wants to be a witch or some shit. And then the other girl's like listening to her. She kind of bullies the other girl. But man, it's like the kills are off screen and a lot of talking going on. And I thought it was gonna be good. So then I watched the second film on the set, and what was it called? Blacker Than the Night.
Yeah, I seen that
like
one.
Yeah, I didn't care for it either. Same damn thing. A lot of talking. Every kill was off screen. I was like, "What the hell, man? What is this shit?"
Yeah.
Because I usually like the Spanish Gothic stuff and Spanish horror and stuff, but this director I didn't like at all, man. Like it was really boring. It was hard to get through. And then the third one's called Rapina or Rapine, and man. Again, this it shows a dude hitting somebody with a machete, but it don't show what he's hitting. He's hitting somebody, but it don't actually show nothing. And then it shows the paint, later. And it's like, okay, this is horrible. But yeah, don't recommend this set. Anybody wants it, hit me up. I'll sell that bitch to you. Anyway, I threw it on eBay. So
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
that.
I've heard that's pretty hit or miss by a lot of people.
That's why I said it's going to be pretty brief on that. I wasn't going to go into it too deep. I did watch Leave the World Behind.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Netflix.
I've been wanting to watch that, but
It's okay. It kind of let me down too. It's a disaster, supposed to be a disaster movie. But it didn't seem like, I was like thinking, if this is the end of the world, man, it don't seem like it's going to be that bad, really. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
there you
Like,
go.
I think I'll be all right. I think we'll survive. It wasn't, the impending danger wasn't that bad. So I don't know. And then the CGI crap, and then all the men are weak as hell in the movie. It's a running theme in these new movies all the time. Like, you got weak ass men, strong ass women. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, shit's flipped or something. But and the only strong character was Kevin Bacon. He was like some redneck asshole. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that shit either. But yeah, Leave the World Behind. Okay, and yeah, it's if you ain't got nothing else to do, you're bored out of your mind, I guess give it a watch. But and then I watched Cobweb finally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I finally watched that. I liked most of it, but I figured it out pretty quick. Maybe it's because I watched too many of these kind of damn movies or something. But I was like, because usually I'm not going to spoil it for nobody, but I almost spoiled it just then. But yeah, I'd say the first 2 acts are really good. The third act, it kind of lost me a little bit with the CGI crap, and but it was okay. It's not bad, but I had to check it out. I knew I would, but it wasn't like some groundbreaking, mind-blowing shit, like everybody else made it out to be. Like it was, I was hearing people say it's the best movie of the damn year, and to me, I don't think so. That's that I've seen anyway. When Evil Lurks is probably my favorite from this year, but yeah, I know that's pretty quick, but
Hey.
but Cobweb, I'd give it a watch. I think it's that little boy actor, he's good, and everybody else does a damn good job. The atmosphere, cinematography, the whole fall atmosphere is definitely, I'd say it's like a great Halloween type movie. But yeah, that's I guess that's 6, right? Or no? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Something like that.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dirk or Darren, did you get anything for Unboxing Day?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I got quite a few things in. Yeah,
Ah.
I couldn't believe that you don't have that over there. It's
You
not
would
a thing, is
imagine it if
Boxing Day?
it's if it well, I guess because we have so many sales before, or maybe
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the first
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
don't
of
think.
Boxing Day.
Unboxing or
Oh.
ain't it Unboxing Day?
No, it's called Boxing Day,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
It's
I've
called
not-
Boxing Day in the UK.
I forgot.
I've no
mixed up.
reason why. I don't know why, to be honest. But yeah.
I figured they showed boxing or something. On
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was thinking.
That's what a lot of people say from America and that. But no, it's got something to do with the sales.
You're going to show Mike
No.
Tyson's greatest hits, you know?
But yeah, I did watch a few actually. So the first one up I watched was Like Rabid Dogs from 1976.
Oh yeah.
It's in that Years of Lead set from Arrow. Directed by Mario Imparelli. It stars Paola Senatore, and she's like this stunning kind of giallo actress. She's been in a few things. She was in Madeline, Anatomy of a Nightmare, and The Killer Reserve 9 Seats. She plays that hippie. I think Dirk will probably know her from Madeline. She plays the hippie that strips off. She's really nice looking.
From that Bill Keaton.
That's the one, yeah. Well, I really like that film. I Dirk and Gizmo kind of a little bit didn't like it as much.
It's not as big out of that set. I didn't like it as much, but it's still
Right, yeah. So yeah, this is like loosely based on the Sierra massacre, where 3 young men, they abducted, raped, and tortured 2 young women over like a 2-day period in Italy. This is great, I tell you. The film opens up, you've got these 2 guys. I know that sounds wrong, doesn't it, on every level. I just realised what I said, but
this is great.
it opens up with these 2 guys, and they're doing this robbery at this football match. And this pregnant woman kind of jumps to her death from this window. We don't know what the hell's going on. You've got Tony, he's this member of this like well-to-do family, but he kind of lives a double life. One minute he's like this good student, and the next minute he's like persecuting and killing prostitutes, and there's like a gang of them as well, which got this female like ringleader as well. But yeah, they end up taking this woman hostage, and I mean, it's so brutal, they just pull no punches. The thing that comes to mind with this one was Almost Human. It's kind of like Almost Human, but it's not quite as good. But it gets there. I'll tell you, it's really good in some ways.
I mean,
Pat Giallo, Pat crime film. Oh, I think Dirk would love it. I'm not sure if Steve's seen it. Have you seen it, Steve?
What was the name of it?
Like Rabid Dogs, not to be confused with Bava's Rabid
that's what I
Dogs.
was thinking when he said that.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, but then he said it was a West, kind of came up. No, I have not. I got the Savage Gun set in. It's got 4 for the Apocalypse and the.
Right, you got that. Yeah.
I haven't. I didn't get the Hot Lead one, or I guess it's a gangster movie or like a policey or something. Right?
Yeah,
I'd say this is a giallo stroke crime film. Yeah. But you've got this Paolo Senatore, who I mentioned earlier. She goes undercover as this prostitute to try and catch the gang. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. The ending is fantastic as well. I think, I highly recommend that one. Sorry if I'm going on for too long with it. But next one up was Naked Violence from 1969.
Oh, yeah.
Directed by Fernando De Leo from Slaughter Hotel. This one stars Neves Navarro, Susan Scott. Pier Paolo Capone plays the policeman. He's quite well known as well. So this film opens up with the brutal rape and murder of this teacher by all the young students. They're like young male delinquents, kind of got to go to this class in order to fulfill, what they've been doing crime-wise. This cop interviews them in all like really weird ways. He's got really strange ways of interviewing them and trying to get the truth out of them. Lamberti's the cop, the social worker Susan Scott. They take this one guy, this one boy out of jail. They kind of take him on a holiday to try and relax him and get, all the information they want about the murder. So yeah, this is worth sticking with. I think, the first hour or so is kind of very policey, very, like crime and interviews and all that. But I think if you stay with it, the actual conclusion is superb. I don't think you'll ever guess, who's behind it all. So yeah, this is another one I'd say, giallo, crime film, well worth watching. I give it a 6 out of 10, but solid 6. Last up is Venus in Furs from 1969. Also known, Dirt Mob Venus in this one. Also known as Devil in the Flesh, directed by Massimo Dallamano. Obviously did the What Have You Done to Solange and Daughters films. Stars Laura Antonelli. So this is based off a novel of the same name. This film did not pass the censors in Italy because the sex scenes were deemed too rough at the time. It was recut later in 1975 as a giallo to try and get more interest in the film. But you've got this peeping Tom spying on all these beautiful women. That's kind of his pastime. He becomes obsessed with this one called Wanda. And she loves like being naked and dressing up in furs and all that. This is really weird. She seduces some guy then, so you kind of get his rocks off watching these two go at it all the time. But then, he's not, I wouldn't say he's the best looking guy in the world, and he kind of seduces her and she's like stunning. And you're thinking, what, that would just not happen in real life. But there's a really disturbing sex scene with 2 horses, and it shows the actual act of 2 horses having sex, which is kind of off-putting halfway through. But so basically, this Wanda, she picks up this real brute of a guy, and for no reason, she just sees him out on the motorbike one day, and she kind of takes a fancy to him. She ends up moving him in. He's going at it with her all the time. This guy's getting his rocks off watching him like it's a slave. I don't know if I'm selling this any good, but all I can say then is things like change drastically in that relationship, and it's a very strange sexploitation film. I think I wouldn't really say this version is giallo in any way, but you might like it. Dirt might like it, and Dallamano fans might like it.
I was thinking
it was okay.
I was thinking of the Venus and Furs with. Isn't there another one with Barbara Steele?
I don't know if Barbara Steele's in it, but there's one with Jess Franco did.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Which is more of a giallo, I think, as well.
Okay.
But that would be a slight recommend. But that's the 3 I've seen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Some bestiality with horses.
Oh man, yeah, you don't want to see that as well.
It's horse on horse action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Oh man.
God, no.
You got anything else there, or Darren? Sorry.
No, that's the
All
I got this week.
All right, Dana.
This is gonna be quick, I promise. First of all, I got Fatal Games in. I finally got my
Nice.
Vinegar Syndrome stuff in. Well, Steve got the slip cover.
I still haven't got my slip. I don't know what's going on.
You can't sell the shit. Obviously, this has got no nudity on it, so nobody's hardly making any money off he's on eBay.
What's the god awful slip
Yeah.
cover?
Yeah,
I've
that-
never seen it.
I still haven't got mine. Do you have to order?
I didn't order it. I didn't expect to get it, and all of a sudden I got it in. So it might be coming.
Fatal Games, so I don't.
I don't know. Maybe because Dana bought Fatal Games and it's the same address, but I would think it would be based on your specific account.
Right.
But I didn't
And
order
who the
it.
hell would change that slip for that slip? You know?
But it's got scratch offs on it.
Right. Maybe
Yeah,
in 20
that'll
years.
devalue that shit quickly if you do that.
Yeah, maybe in 20 years it'll be worth something.
Yeah, because I pay $10. I'll at least get 3 times that.
Right.
Okay.
I think you will if you wait it out.
Oh, I'll
Just
wait.
It's an awful slip.
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
say that again.
Yeah.
But I've seen Fatal Games before, and I know that Uncle Bill said the transfer is shitty on it. Now I didn't watch it all this time around, but I did watch the beginning of it, and I don't know. I don't think I'd go as far as Uncle Bill did to say that the transfer is shitty on it. It's not the best in the world.
Well, I mean, it's better than VHS, and
Well, better
you
than
get it's a
VHS,
widescreen version, right?
Yeah.
So
I
at
think
least
so,
you got
yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
probably would have looked just the same on DVD, but of course they can't charge that much for a DVD anymore.
Well,
I
no.
picked it up. I haven't opened it yet. But yeah. So Dana, did you watch the start with the song? I love that song.
Oh, I
Take
love
it all
that
the way.
song too. Yeah.
It's Fatal Games.
No, that's not
It's
the song.
fatal.
It's what Darren
Oh.
said.
No, it's Take It All the Way. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Take
cheesy.
it to the limit.
It's like 5 minutes of just random people doing sports. Like, it's great.
This movie has been, compared with, or people say it's similar to Graduation Day, which Graduation Day has a pretty good song, not as good as this one, but a pretty good song at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's basically the same thing, showing people training and all that for a track team in this case. But there is one girl that does. Oh shoot, what does she do?
Javelin,
No, not javelin.
badminton, volleyball,
No,
track and field.
where she's on the bars.
Oh,
Oh,
gymnastics.
gymnastics.
Gymnastics, yeah. My brain is going, you guys.
Gone.
Yeah, it's about half gone. But anyway, there are girls in both movies that do gymnastics, only in Fatal Games there's not a scene like with Christopher George licking his lips and acting like he's getting off on the girl doing the gymnastics.
Damn.
We're missing that in this one. But I agree with Darren, that beginning song, I don't know, it just is fun. Even though there's not a whole lot of interesting stuff happening on the screen at that time, it just kind of gets you into the movie before the movie even really gets started. And I don't want to give anything away about this movie in case there's people watching and haven't seen it. But it has a very interesting reveal, in my opinion, and a very interesting ending.
How about that?
Yeah.
Black girl in the sauna. That was hot.
Well, if you're looking for nudity, you will get this,
Yeah.
this girl running from the killer completely buck-ass naked for, how long would you say that's
It's a good while.
a good while. So if you want to see some female flesh, then you will get a chance to see that. But Fatal Games, it's not for everybody. You basically got these members of I guess they're high schoolers. Are they high schoolers?
I guess they look pretty 20ish, but
I know they're older than that.
Carolyn
but
Monroe was like 30 something in Slaughter
that's
Island.
Oh, damn.
insane.
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. So.
It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. You could probably wait for a sale.
That's what I'm doing.
Training for the Olympics is what they're doing. These high schoolers are training for the Olympics, and
Is Carolyn Monroe the star?
No, she's not in it. I just throw that out there.
Oh, okay.
She was in Slaughter Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the reveal in Fatal Games, like Dana said, I kind of like.
and I like
It comes from far field there.
I like that there's a little extra twist in the reveal, and Darren knows what I'm talking about there. But I don't want to give that away because that would, give away the essence of this movie.
I don't think Uncle Bill was impressed with this film, from what I gather, because I think he kind of said on one of the streams.
Yeah, I think he could take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, he's not, and it's not the greatest film ever made.
No.
I just think it's a fun little,
Fun.
slasher film.
Would
And,
you say it's great for vinegar syndrome?
yeah, I think so. I don't know.
It's not as good as Final Exam, though. So if you don't like stuff like Final Exam, then I don't think you'll like it.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it.
Oh man, Final Exam. Ooh. Well, anyway,
Anything else?
yeah, I did watch a couple of my typical New Year's horror movies. So I had to watch New Year's Evil again because I
Say it
got
ain't
to-
so, Dana.
I can't. I did watch New Year's Evil again. I don't think I need to describe New Year's Evil. I think most people that are interested in this type of stuff have seen this movie. But if you have not seen this movie and you don't own it and you can find it for free somewhere streaming, on YouTube or whatever, then definitely watch it.
Just don't watch Dana's last year's New Year's Eve stream. For whatever reason, just don't go back and watch it.
doesn't want it.
Watch that commentary. That's
God, I have nightmares thinking about that. With the vodka and, yeah.
That was, despite Darren's mixing with the vodka, and he wasn't bad on the stream. It's just
The phone just kept toppling over because I didn't have a proper phone thing, and it was just, yeah.
That was hilarious, though, and that's there for posterity for people to watch.
I mean, I don't think I've ever blanked out for 12 hours, but I did after last stream. And I mean, literally 12 hours before I woke up, and I never do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's like me and the Fireball whiskey fiasco. I will never.
Yeah, I
do
think
that
it's a lesson learned. I'm
And
never
playing
going to
bullet.
do that again.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I won't do that again. So then I watched Terror Train, which I'm doing a watch along for tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be the second annual New Year's watch along, or New Year's Eve watch along rather. So if anybody wants to join me on that, let me know, and I will.
Yeah, I'll at least jump in the chat. I'll see how it goes about the stream. I might, see what happens. But
And let's see, Bloody New Year I watched again because I had a watch along for that last night, and Jay was on there with me for the Bloody New Year watch along, which Bloody New Year, I'll tell you, it's a weird, bizarre film. Kind of has shades of The Evil Dead in it. I guess you could call it like a ghost movie, a possession movie.
okay. I just got it not long ago, so I haven't seen it yet.
I tell you what, watching Bloody New Year is weird for me because I grew up that's where I grew up. Basically, it's like 15 minutes away, and that fun fair we'd go to every summer, numerous times every summer. So watching that, you've got where they got the hotel as well. It's like on this cliff. I've been all around there, every year kind of thing. So it's kind of weird. I like the film, but I mean, with the twist, it's very different. But I mean, I don't love the film, if I'm honest.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. And the first time I
Yeah.
saw it, I hated it. It had to grow
Right,
on
yeah,
me a little bit.
yeah.
So, anyway, Steve, I'll turn it over to you now. I'm done talking about it.
Yay.
I got to thinking about New Year's movies, and a pretty decent one is Strange Days. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
Not for
No, I've heard
many-
you mention that before.
many years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
somebody's doing a watch along for that.
Ralph Fiennes. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
And Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, and then Angela Bassett's in it.
Yeah, all kind of damn people. It's a
Yeah.
crazy cast, but yeah.
I hadn't seen Black Christmas, and Dana's got the 4K, so we watched that. I tried to get Dana a gift of the sweater from Black Christmas, but
That Olivia Hussey has.
I don't know. They promised the
Have you heard anything?
no, they promised before Christmas. I didn't get it, and then they said that I messaged them and they said they hadn't got it from their supplier, and here it is after way after Christmas and no emails, no nothing. So I'll probably be getting my money back because that pissed me off.
Did you pay it through PayPal?
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
I wasn't gonna. So Dana got me some movies for Christmas and my birthday. I haven't watched The Church or Cemetery Man yet, which I'll probably watch The Church today. But she got me some Hong Kong movies. One's called Last Blood. It's a kind of a very goofy, violent action movie where this Dalai Lama kind of guy gets shot, and they say he has a blood type of P, the letter P, which doesn't exist. So they have 3 people in. I can't remember. Singapore is the city. They had 3 people, but the terrorists who shot him go around killing everybody that had that blood type. And there's one guy they call Fat Boy or something, and he's a goofy dude. And the police get with him, and they run around trying to get to the hospital and stuff. It's just the way it's goofy and everything. Like this fatty boy's mom gets strung up and killed and hanging from her feet. And then the next couple scenes are goofy stuff. It's just the way they go back and forth between horrible things and supposedly funny things is weird.
I see a lot of those types of
Yeah,
movies
they.
watch like that.
And then the next one she got me is called Magic Cop, and it was directed by the teenager that's in Enter the Dragon at the beginning, where he
okay.
You'll look at the moon and all the heavenly glory, and he smacked. That guy directed this movie.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure, and it's kind of a goofy kind of thing where they're using dead people to smuggle drugs.
Oh hell!
Because they, and I mean these are walking dead people, and then there's a battle at the end between this tile priest cop and the
I didn't know these
monster.
were the kind of movies.
You got walking dead people smuggling drugs.
Well,
That sounds great.
the star of the movie was in a movie that's kind of famous in Hong Kong called Mr. Vampire.
Oh
And
hell!
so he kind of played maybe a similar role in that. So he's in this kind of doing a similar thing. But yeah, the hopping vampires, and then they have to put a little strip of paper on their forehead or on their body, and that paralyzes them.
A strip of paper.
Well, yeah, it's a blessing or something,
Okay.
and they pop it on them. I watched Interstellar on 4K, and I got on one of the Black Friday sale deals, and
That
Yeah.
movie's depressing.
it looks really, really good.
It does. It's awesome.
And I watched some crazy shit I watched a slasher from 1999 from Germany called Schools Out, which I think I've seen before, but it's been a long, long time. And I tried because I wanted to watch the sequel, which is on YouTube, and you can use the auto translate, but it's not that good. But anyway, I fell asleep watching it, but it was kind of interesting. I do like there's a lot of twists in that, and I believe both of the movies, if I'm not mistaken, were made for TV. But because there's not a lot of blood or sex or anything like that in these movies, but there's.
I think the sequel is supposed to be awful, isn't it? Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, I didn't get through it, but it's kind of an interesting premise. But I do like the twists and stuff in the first one.
I think Hysteria Lives has done a review for that, Justin.
Yeah,
so,
that's
for the first one.
Yeah, well, they were talking about the second one as well, and that's what kind of led me down the rabbit hole of watching it again.
Yeah.
So
Does it got the Alice Cooper song?
no, Well, they say someone said it was on Shudder, so I go there and there's another movie from 2016 called School's Out. So,
Oh damn.
but it's a completely different one.
Does it have the Alice Cooper song?
I don't know. It's a French movie, I thought,
Oh.
but I didn't even get into it.
The rights to that would cost too much anyway. That song.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't think of anything else. What did we watch? Joe Bob. We watched the Joe Bob one. I can't remember, but anyway.
Did we watch Christmas Evil?
Yeah, that was it. Christmas Evil. So that was, I got two.
From a year or two ago.
Yeah,
when he did
couple
the...
years. So
Have
let's,
you ever seen Dial Code Santa Claus?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a crazy Home Alone Die Hard.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Well, it's I got
Home Alone ripped it off.
Yeah, pretty much.
what I
It
heard.
just toned it down a little bit.
Made it
Yeah.
more family friendly.
I think they tried to sue as well, didn't they? But it never come to anything.
Yeah, I guess I'm sure the Home Alone studio had more money than.
That's what I was gonna say. They got bigger pockets over there.
Yeah,
Right.
we can drag this out for 30 years if you want, but so I guess we'll move on to the main course of The Killer is on the phone.
Yeah, Telly is on the telly.
Yeah. So Dirk, you picked this one. So if you want to,
Yeah, this is a first time watch, blind watch. It's directed by Alberto De Martino, which I'm not sure if I've seen any of his other films. Maybe, but
Yeah, you've seen the Antichrist, haven't you?
oh yeah,
Oh,
shit.
oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's one
well,
of his.
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't know that.
This takes place in how do you say that? Bruges,
Bruges. Yeah,
Bruges.
Belgium, whatever.
Bruges.
oh, it's Belgium. I thought it was some reason everything kind of looked German. I did watch the one quick thing. I did watch the Blu-ray of, or not the Blu-ray, the 4K of Blood and Black Lace, and I was blown away how awesome that looked.
Oh
Awesome.
shit! I still need to open that up.
I sold my Aero Blue for
Yeah. Well, I would too, but I got the Steelbook, so I guess I'll keep that.
Okay. I just had the regular Aero Blue, so I let that go. And it went quick, so I was surprised. But,
Yeah. So, sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so it's got Telly Savalas as Ranko.
Ranko.
And you got, I didn't write everybody's name down. I just put Telly Savalas and Anne Heywood. She's playing Eleanor Lorraine. She's an actress, and she's just now getting off this. I guess it's like some kind of cruise ship or something, and she sees the super cool Telly Savalas without a lollipop, and he's getting a drink of water, and for some reason she sees that shit and faints. She's terrified and just passes out, and he's like, "What the hell?" And these people haul her off, and she wakes up, and she like has amnesia, and then all these people are like, and she's very paranoid. She thinks everybody's out to get her, type of shit, and they sedate her, and she can't really remember anything within the past 5 years. So then it goes into these like flashbacks with this guy Peter, and it's like some lovey-dovey scenes with Peter.
Yeah, I said he was one of the Gibb brothers from Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just quickly go back to that scene with Telly Savalas.
Yeah.
He's the only guy I know who can make like drinking water seem menacing. You know, the way he's like,
Yeah.
You're thinking shit just by watching him do that.
He's getting a drink of
yeah,
water.
sorry, man.
He's getting a drink of water, but he don't really drink it. He just spits it out.
Yeah.
He's just got this menacing presence. I don't know, on screen. It's just charisma. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
I was like, what the hell, man? Like, when that happens, she just faints. I was like, okay. But I mean, it comes into play later, I guess.
Yeah.
And so this is one of those, I guess you call them a memory giallo.
Yeah, amnesia.
Like the memories come back type of shit to figure out the clues. But so her memory's screwed. She's just keeps thinking about Peter, and
Just thinking about I just realised what you said.
Thank you, dear.
and then so she's caught Ranko's attention, and so we don't really know what's up with him, but we do notice he's following another guy that seems pretty important. And then you come to find out, like, he's like a hired killer. He's got like this briefcase.
Yeah.
He opens it up. He's got all these damn watches. I was thinking he's like a watch salesman at first, and then he's pulling them shits out. He's got all these.
They look like cheap ass watches too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe they're not, but they definitely look like it.
He's got a
Right.
very menacing knife too that he brings out.
Right. He's got
Like
the
that knife
switchblade.
That he's got. Dirk's got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a longer switchblade with the
Yeah.
damn with the wood handle, but yeah, he's so yeah, hold on. So this actor Thomas, he's trying to tell Eleanor that him and her are both famous, and you know that, she just don't remember jack shit, but she's kept in a hospital and observed, and they're all kind of like, so it kind of tells you the doctor's explaining some kind of trauma that she witnessed and all this and that and the other thing, you know. And I'm trying to let's see. So then she has a flashback of another flashback with her and Ranko. They're like, it's like one of them dream sequences, you know. They're all like running to each other and happy and lovey-dovey shit, you know. And then you see cool ass Telly Savalas with his big shades and he's all in black, and he's got the black gloves and the knife. He's like whittling some wood. Like,
yeah, just fucking great.
Yeah. And then she's like screaming, and he's like pulling her ass away. And then the next thing you know, she's tied up, and he's like opening her blouse and shit. And you know that scene, like, I mean, I understand, but you know damn well that scene was just for nudity. There's really no
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it has really no purpose.
And I mean, if you wanted to kill her, then why didn't you just do it there and then? It makes no sense.
I don't think that happened. That's like that was in her head kind of thing. Because he never seen her. She saw him, but he never saw her. You know what I mean? So I think all this is in her head. It's like some kind of dream metaphor type of shit, you know, is what I got out of it.
But that scene as well, all you see is like titties and ribs, like all her ribs showing.
Yeah,
like,
she's all
really.
That was the name of a place I was going to open called Titties and Ribs.
Yeah,
that's why I mentioned it. But I ring the bell from before.
Into that, man. Eat your ribs. Why you?
Yeah, you got strippers
titties and
ribs.
Yeah, kind of like that titties and beer song.
Yeah, that'll work too, I guess.
But no, so yeah, okay. I'm trying to keep it going.
Well, during the movie, there's a lot of, I guess, your flashbacks, but they're deceiving because you don't know. You find out later they're in a different context, which is pretty. I thought that was pretty clever and stuff. But
plus, she's her being an actress.
Yeah.
So some of the memories are from her acting. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then the way she looked, she had different hairstyle than she did in modern day, and then also it's hard to figure out how old this lady is.
Yeah,
she's acting a little bit, and then you definitely see her nude a few times.
Yeah,
well,
and
am I the only one that thought she was a little bit of a whore?
Oh, she's a whore.
Yeah.
Well, especially when she's talking to Thomas.
Yeah.
And she's like,
well, when it takes him licking her titties before she realizes, no, this didn't ever happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, what a bastard that Thomas is, though. You know, trying to deceive her just so he can get her in the bed regularly. It's
and then you never see Thomas again. I mean, it's pretty late in the movie, but still at least 20 minutes or more, and that guy's gone.
Right.
He's like a pussy as well. He
Yeah. He starts
almost
crying.
starts crying and
Telling
don't
him
leave me, and all this shit.
Yeah,
like,
she's
Yeah.
telling him.
Yeah.
She's telling him that she's had many men and they didn't cry like little bitches like he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And though, and then so she goes back to work like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like she's just gonna be like, which was odd, but she starts reciting her lines of Lady Macbeth, and I think they're doing some Lady Godiva.
Elena
Yeah.
Godiva.
Okay.
And it's funny because like outside the place, there's like a big picture of her nude.
Yeah.
Laying.
yeah. I was
I
thinking
mean,
that as well.
Lady Godiva was, I guess that was like she rode her horse nude, and that's all I remember. In long
Okay.
hair, covering
Yeah.
her naughty bits.
Yeah, and then so they're telling her, well, that's great. It's impeccable acting, but it's the wrong damn shit
Yeah.
you're doing over here. And so she let down again, and then so Ranko keeps following her, but like every time he's like getting close to kill her, like there's somebody there, something, so he can't do it. And then that strange scene with that midget jester. Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I-
Yeah, that's
No,
great.
not
Yeah.
saying- I should say little person, right? Yeah. It's like
And he's got a
peekaboo.
hunchback. I think he got a hunchback too.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. Yeah.
Peekaboo Peter pops out, and then then you see Telly Savalas. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a weird ass scene.
That reminded me of Don't Look Now because
Yeah.
it's by the water as well.
Yeah.
It's like a year before Don't Look Now, so yeah, maybe.
The cobblestone road and shit.
Yeah. But it's really weird, that scene.
Right. So then we're like what 30 like 40 something minutes in, and then we finally meet this Margaret Verwoot, which was Peter's sister. And
It's weird they introduced her that late in the movie.
right.
To
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Because she's such a bitch too. Like
Oh,
right
yeah.
out the gate. But I've seen her in other things like what's that with that it's an Umberto Lenzi film.
Yeah, Seven Birthday Norgates.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been in a couple things I've seen her in. But I mean she does good every time. But
Darren's not. I can't hear Darren.
I heard him.
so she thinks Eleanor's faking her amnesia. And then you kind of figure out later that she didn't want well, maybe I'm going too quick.
No.
No, she basically wants her sister to play the part, and she instead.
Yeah, that's when we get to the next scene. Like, she didn't approve of her and Peter's marriage or whatever. But then that's when we
Right.
come onto the scene that we were talking about with when she's talking to Thomas, and then Thomas asked her who taught her how to make love, which I thought was an odd ass scene because then she goes into
Yeah.
this whole spiel about her math teacher when she was 13.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah,
Her
that was
math teacher when she was
totally
13,
weird.
she skinned her knee. He went to fix her cut on her knee, and he took her panties off. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
like, what are we doing here? But
and then she gets being accused of being a whore because of it. Like, it's like strange.
well, she was being a whore, like after she was saying all the men she'd been with and shit, like kind of,
Right, yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah. And then because that's why he said she was being a whore, because she's no better than a whore, because she told him that she made the math teacher pay her a lot of money
Yeah.
to keep quiet. So that
Yeah.
is kind of like some whore shit, So she got paid for
Yeah,
doing
at
shit with him or
13
what.
years old, she was demanding money from
Yeah,
adults.
yeah, or if
Exactly,
you don't blackmail
yeah,
his ass,
Yeah.
But yeah. So then she's got this current husband that she don't remember, and she thinks he's out to get her, that he's trying to kill her and shit. And she starts telling him all the men that she's cheated on him with. Like, it's another crazy ass scene, but trying to.
She finds the gun, doesn't she? She finds the gun when she's with the husband.
Keeping it behind her back, and he don't even question that. And then he's like, "Hey, we need a drink," and then he's like trying to sedate her with the drink.
Yeah.
She thinks he's trying to kill her. She's freaking out and shit. But then we get to the real good scene. I thought, oh well, you know, it's okay. It's Telly Savalas in his hotel room, and he, you know, it's like he knows something's up, and he turns the lights out, but he's standing by the door, and these guys come in. He disarms them. They're like trying to. I guess they were going to kill him. I don't know what the hell they were going to do, but
they're chasing him up, isn't they, over that? You know, because he's got to basically kill some really like prominent member of society. So they're kind of chasing him up.
Yeah, he was supposed to be off of that though, right? I think they wanted him to go, but he wouldn't go. He's trying to kill Eleanor.
He wants to do that first, before he can concentrate on that,
And and then he sees that guy again. He sees one of the guys again, and that I like that scene a lot, man. Where he beats he kills. I guess he killed the dude by kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah,
I mean, they look brutal though. I was like, holy shit, man.
And I mean, the guy's a hitman. I mean, the clue's in the name, you know. You don't fuck with hitmen.
Yeah, man.
But
they were like they were some weak ass hitmen, whoever the hell they were. Don't fuck with the Telly, man. But so then Eleanor, you know, to sum it up, she kind of remember everything comes back to her. All her memories come back. She remembers everything. And Telly's still following her ass. She goes back to the theater. And but it's like she's got home field advantage at the theater, which I thought is a really good ass scene. Like with Telly chasing her, and he's like confused where she's at, and she's like turning the loudspeakers on and shit, and then she starts playing with these ropes in the theater, dropping shit, you know.
What about the scene before that happens, though, where they're kind of doing this love scene where she gets shot, and then Thomas, you know,
she gets stabbed. You know, she gets stabbed. That you're muted. You're muted.
See, I couldn't hear.
He's muted.
You're muted. It might be his internet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she got stabbed, and I like how they did that too, because you think that it's him. You think it's Telly. You think it's Ranko or whatever. But then it goes into that whole shit where they're doing a scene, you know. I think it's the internet or something.
Yeah, he's gonna come back.
Hopefully he'll come back.
And don't you think it's odd too, though? Like I noticed that in some of these films, like try to put my head around the doorknob in the middle of the door.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work? How does that shit work? Is that a thing?
It was evidently, yes. I don't think some fancy places around here. I mean, very older places probably have that stuff.
Okay, that just seems like a big old pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Can you hear me there, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's storming like mad outside, so maybe it was that.
Yeah. But yeah. So, and I forgot to mention the scene where, so you see a lady down, she's backstage, and she's got long hair and shit, and I was like, damn, that's some long ass hair, man. Like, what the hell? And Telly thinks it's Eleanor, and he kills her through the damn changing thing or whatever, and then you find out it's Dorothy. I guess that was like her good friend or sister-in-law or something. I don't know who she was.
Yeah, I wouldn't. At first, I thought maybe she's her sister, but I guess a friend. That's what I could.
I thought it was her sister.
Oh, well, there we go. We'll go with
Okay,
that.
well, she remembered her. She's like the only one she
yeah.
remembered in the beginning. But
I thought that scene would turn Steve on with the hair over her ass and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff, but
Not.
no.
I mean, when it's going down to your knees, that's that's the little
I
too
don't know.
long.
I guess it was supposed to.
Yeah, I
be
mean,
kinda
Lady
sexy.
Godiva or whatever had long hair because
Okay.
in when they actually have shown that in older movies, and like used the hair to cover most of her body so you don't see nothing.
And that,
I
Oh,
was
God,
getting,
so you know, was you talking about the woman Randall killed
yeah,
in
Dorothy.
the dressing room?
Yeah, Dorothy.
Yeah, I think that was his sister. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
I was getting-
that's like the first real kill in the film, isn't it? And that comes like after an
Yeah.
hour as
Pretty
well.
much. Pretty much. You do see him in the flashback kill Peter or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was getting the Crystal Gale vibes when I saw
Yeah.
that when I saw that damn hair.
It just needed to be combed a little more, but
Yeah, in black.
yeah.
But yeah.
Did you mention the homophobic scene in the shop?
Oh yeah. It was
Oh,
Telly.
yeah.
He said,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like guys smiling at me. I
Yeah.
was like,
Something like being queer or something. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
great.
he said, yeah. And then that guy starts calling somebody. I don't know who the hell he was calling.
He's calling the gay police, apparently.
But,
You never
yeah,
really know
Telly,
who
but-
he's. Is that before he gets with that fight with that guy at by the water?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So maybe he called. Maybe he was some informant and he called
Right.
the
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Letting him
Yeah.
know that he's where he's at or whatever.
yeah, and he called me queer.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Well, I like that scene where I thought it was funny, where she's looking for the gun in all the drawers, and she starts throwing the panties all over the room. I was like, "Is that what everybody
Yeah.
does? They just
In
throw the
movies they
panties
do
all
because they don't
over?"
have to clean it up.
Yeah.
So
But
And
yeah.
I mean, she's so like insensitive as well. She takes her like current husband back to like the love nest she had with Peter,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like for no reason really. I don't know if there's any
Bitch,
real
man.
reason.
She's a
Yeah.
bitch whore, really. For
That's
the most
exactly
part.
what I thought.
But the scene, like I know I backed up a little bit, but in the theater, so she's dropping all the shit, and then she kills Telly that way, Ranko or whatever, and then we
The
come.
demise of his character is fantastic, and he's
Yeah.
trapped
he
with that
makes some
piano.
weird noises.
Right.
Yeah.
If he had a little bit more core strength, he could have pulled himself up and curled maybe.
Yeah,
So he wouldn't die.
Maybe.
and got away from that slow dropping.
Yeah. That's like this whatever the hell that thing from Austin Powers, the steamroller that's going super slow. And
Right.
the guy just sits,
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the best kind of stalking / chase scenes I've seen for a long time.
That
Because-
was good.
The suspense and everything, when she puts on like the loud thunder, like lightning and all that, it's superb. And then to see him knowing his final fate as well when it comes down.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, it feels like she's got the advantage there. Like I didn't feel like she's really threatened in that scene.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's like the table's been turned on Ranko or whatever. But
Yeah. Exactly.
literally, yeah, piano fall on his ass and all kind of shit.
Do you think his actual demise? Do you think it actually cut him in two or just crushed him?
Uh,
I think
Would I have had the power to actually cut him in two or just crush him to death?
I didn't see it was that sharp, so I think it just crushed him.
yeah,
Right.
maybe it was wide enough, but
Would have been
regardless,
nice to have cut him in two and maybe seen
Well,
like the aftermath.
the good thing about that is now we have two Tellys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta ask this though. Like, we see a scene where Telly Savalas is shirtless.
Yeah.
Like, was Telly Savalas supposed to be sexy? I mean, I never found the man sexy. He was cool, but he wasn't sexy.
I think that's
I
what
can
the Dana
imagine
to
he
answer it.
I could imagine if he walked around with a lollipop, he was probably a panty dropper.
Well, he must have made this movie. I mean, like a year or two before he made Lisa
Kojak.
and the Devils.
Oh, Lisa and the
And
Devil.
by that time, he didn't smoke anymore, and he was fully lollipop guy.
Well, I think we need some more women on this show to get a proper.
And yeah, you brought that up. In Lisa and the Devil, he's smoking a cigarette and he's sucking on a lollipop.
I guess maybe he's in the transition of that.
Yeah.
He went on to do Faceless as well with Jess Franco. So I've never seen, but I mean, he did do a few.
Either. I never seen it because so many people shit on it, but you know.
But Horror Express is another one I think he did.
I got that too. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I recently picked that up from an Arrow. So,
but did you guys kind of like, because there's two endings, and
we gotta finish with Margaret.
Yeah, did you guess basically? That's what I was trying to say.
No, hell no.
I just found it odd that a character was not in most of the movie, so I had suspicions.
Right.
And I told Dana, I said, if they kiss, this will be the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
And then I think they did for a second. I'm like,
yeah.
So you find out that Margaret wanted to be with Eleanor, which was kind of a weak motive in a way.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she did say that she didn't want her brother dead.
Right.
But
he had a gun.
Yeah.
And Telly ain't gonna play that shit.
No, you don't pull a gun on Telly.
Right, on second viewing, it kind of makes sense, but I think first time, no one will ever guess that.
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't guess that. I was confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But so she kisses Margaret, and then she's like, because she has the gun on Margaret, and she's like, Margaret tells her that the whole reason all this shit happened, she wanted to be with her herself, and then she's like, well, I'm not gonna kill you. The death's too good for you, and all this shit. Yeah. And then she gives her a kiss and then leaves, and then you hear a gunshot, so you think that Margaret killed herself, you know. Yeah, who loves you, baby?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, yeah, I think it was a decent one, man. I give it a 6 out of 10.
I mean, I thought it was clever in
Right.
the way it used some of the flashbacks that you didn't know what was going on until a little later. So I thought that, I mean, it was good, but I mean, I guess there wasn't much of the Black Glove Killer kind of giallo that I like, but you know, it was still better than what was the one I picked? The Killer's
Wears Gloves.
It was
Killer
better than
Killer wears gloves.
Yeah.
I thought this might be, because I was trying to get to watch this for quite a long time, and I thought it might have the same reactions as you give it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Darren.
Can't hear you again.
Your audio's gone again.
I just think it's going to be like it's a loop with the internet or whatever. You know, it'll come back here in a second because of the storm or whatever.
It's weird that it doesn't affect the video that much. I mean, I think it's a little choppy. Yeah. I guess the bandwidth goes down.
I see Mayor says, you say horror like it's a bad thing. No, it's not. It's just, you know.
Depends on your...
I will say I gave this about a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think that's more than
what would you... Let me ask you this, Dana, though. What would you have given it if it didn't have Telly Savalas in it?
Oh, it would have been way, way lower because
he elevates.
Savalas makes the movie for me.
Yeah, he elevates the damn movie, man. Like every time I've seen Telly Savalas in anything, even that damn Charles Bronson movie I watched not long ago, Violent City or whatever. Have y'all seen that one?
I think is that the one where he goes on vacation?
Yeah, Bronson.
Wife and then his wife double crosses him and.
Oh yeah.
I've watched part of that. I haven't watched. I got to the point where Charles Bronson gets arrested a little bit near 30 minutes in or so. And it's
because it's crazy to see Bronson in all them Italian movies. I didn't even realize how many Italian movies he was in. But,
yeah.
Darren's back.
Oh, sorry. Hey, we can hear you.
I don't know what the hell that is. I finally fixate my mic problems, and then this happened, because on the mic it doesn't say it's like gone off or anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think it's
But,
just the internet and with the storm and everything.
Might be, yeah. But I have to come back to get my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I was gonna pick Black Belly of the Tarantula, and I know it's gonna come up pretty soon. But I got this in over the Christmas. Murder Obsession, which I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ricardo Freire. And like what I've seen to Dirk last night, this was the one, because Dirk was going to get the old Blu-ray.
Yeah, I was going
and
to
this was the one I said to get, because this is just out. So you can get that on Amazon, UK, pretty cheap. Like, I don't know, I think it was like 15, something like that.
Okay.
But Murder Obsession, Ricardo Freire.
Okay. Yeah. So I was confused. I thought you were saying that a 4K was coming out, and I was like, well, shit.
No.
It don't matter. Shit. Like with these movies, a lot of the Blu-rays look just as good as the 4K. So.
Yeah, this one's the updated, so this is going to have the best extras and all that.
Cool.
Well, that sounds cool. I haven't
Murder
watched that in a
Obsession.
while. It's got Annie Bell and Laura Gimser in it.
Didn't we watch this?
Yeah, years ago.
Okay.
Unless I'm thinking of a different movie. Is that correct?
I don't think it's got Annie Bell.
Oh,
It's got Anita Steinberg.
okay. Well, it's got Laura Gimser's in it, right?
Okay.
She may be. Yeah,
Okay.
that
It's a
kind of
small
rings a
role,
bell.
I think.
It's got
Diodado's wife as well, the blonde girl. Who used
So
to be
Strine,
Diodado's
you
wife.
got Anita Stromberg. That's my favorite. The giallo queen, in my opinion. Most, I know everybody loves Edwidge, which. Oh, by the way, Steve, that stream you did with us with Edwidge is almost at 11,000 views. Can you believe that shit? That's
Crazy.
insanity, man.
I found a movie that she made in 1981 or 2. It's called The Nosy One. It's supposed to be a giallo comedy.
I
Yeah.
want to watch.
And
more
I
of
watched.
that
I only
kind of
watched
stuff.
like the first few minutes of it, and the guy's. It's at this one dude. I guess it's supposed to be funny, but he's got like a really big nose, and he's laying in bed and he starts watching Sid the Living Dead is on TV,
And he's like,
and he's getting scared, and
hilarious.
his friend comes in and stabs him, but it's one of those knives that retracts, but he still gets blood on him, and he goes, now I'm gonna have to do laundry. He goes, well, no, that fake blood will come out. He goes, no, I shit my pants. It's ridiculous.
Have you seen this? Speaking of horror, comedy giallo.
Could be a Vati.
This is a comedy giallo. I haven't seen it yet. But
I think I might have it downloaded, but that name sounds familiar. But
yeah.
Gizmo said it's pretty good.
that director is not known for his funniness. His
Yeah,
comedy.
Poopy Avate.
Yeah, he's not really that.
Have you seen the Phoenix film Anna, the Torment and the Pleasure? I think it was up on Rayless like 2 weeks ago.
No, but I've definitely heard of it, but no, I haven't.
It was up on Rayless, but I think it was like up in their updated list where they update films.
Oh,
So I downloaded that, so I'll probably be watching that soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just like, it's just kind of crazy because I go to my analytics every week, and it's always the Edwidge video live stream that we did. It gets the damn most every week. It's crazy, man. It's like 1,200 a week or some shit.
maybe it's some Italians.
Yeah,
On YouTube, and they put the Edwidge in there, and that comes up.
right. I got some comment. I got a comment from somebody from Sweden. So I had to do the translator on it. but he said I thought it was the movie.
Yeah.
But I had to chat. And I was like, okay, cool. But yeah.
All
Crazy
right. Well,
time.
great. So pretty good movie. I would say it's worth a watch for sure. The Killer on the Phone, which I see Telly Savalas use the phone a few times, so I guess that's the reason for the title.
I think he uses it once.
He just calls to verify they're there.
The killer was on the phone.
Right.
But so in Murder Obsession in 2 weeks. So that's about it. So Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank you.
for checking us out. Peace.